A good evening, our dear listener. Welcome to Explore Online Radio, the home of reliable and authentic news. Today is the 28th of June, 2023. Bringing you the 9 p.m. news is Munju Shila. First, the headlines. Prince Kasim Nachivinge calls upon security agencies to be vigilant in order to curb insecurity. The House of Bishops to visit Uganda's oil and gas operational areas. Uganda and South Sudan seal electricity export deal. And Germany to speed up Mali withdrawal as UN mission comes to an end. Here is the news in detail. Prince Kasim Nachivinge has called upon security forces to be vigilant in order to assure citizens' protection and safety after the recent Kasese attack by the Allied Democratic Forces, where 43 students lost their lives. While speaking at Eid al-Adha celebrations at Chibuli Mosque, Prince Nachivinge sympathized with the families of all those who had lost their loved ones in Somalia, Mityana, Masaka, Kasese, and other places. May their souls rest in peace, he said. He added, all we ask from security agencies is to be vigilant so that everybody can enjoy this country in peace. We all know that Eid al-Adha is a day of feasting and not fasting. It is a day of sharing the bounties given to us by Allah among our families, but also the less privileged. Let us share the blessings bestowed upon us by Allah, not just on this day, but every day, particularly with those who are underprivileged, Nachivinge prayed. He also appreciated the commendable efforts made by the government to repair the roads in Kampala to address the issue of potholes and facilitating movement with less difficulty. Furthermore, Sheikh Mufti Ramadan Shaban Mubaje, while holding prayers at Old Kampala Mosque, appreciated the government for considering the Financial Institutions Amendment Bill 2023 that seeks to operationalize Islamic banking, saying that such halal-compliant initiatives may uplift Muslims from poverty. Moving on, the House of Bishops, led by Archbishop Kazimba Mugalu, has embarked on a 3-day visit to Uganda's oil and gas operational areas under the invitation of Petroleum Authority of Uganda. This visit was requested for by the House of Bishops of Church of Uganda in May last year in Kavale, when Archbishop Kazimba had an interaction with the Executive Director, Mr. Ernest Rubondo, and the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development Minister, Honorable Ruth Nankabira. I'll be leading Church of Uganda bishops for a visit to the oil and gas operational areas in Alberta and Graben from today to Friday, 30th June. I thank Petroleum Authority of Uganda, led by Mr. Ernest Rubondo, Board Chair, and Mrs. Jane Nabachire for this arrangement, said Archbishop Kazimba in a tweet. Uganda and South Sudan have signed a power sales agreement to facilitate energy trading between the two nations to benefit towns of Oraba Elegu in Uganda and Kayanimule in South Sudan. The Ugandan delegation was led by the Minister of Energy, Ruth Nankabira Sentamu, who was joined by the ministry's permanent secretary, Irene Batebe, while the South Sudan group was led by Peter Marcelo Jelenge. Irene Batebe signed the power purchase agreement on behalf of Uganda, while Bek Awan Deng, General Manager of South Sudan Electricity Corporation, signed on behalf of South Sudan. The agreement will see the development of the 400 kV Oluwiro-Juba power transmission line of 308 kilometers, where Uganda will develop 138 kilometers of the line on the Ugandan side, while South Sudan will construct 170 kilometers. The Ministry of Education and Sports has invested a total of 63.6 billion shillings in the procurement of textbooks to support the implementation of the revised lower secondary curriculum. The State Minister for Primary Education, Honorable Joyce Kaduchu, explained that the countrywide distribution of textbooks for the revised lower secondary curriculum is set to cover 4,500 secondary schools, both public and private. She asked learners and parents from both public and private secondary schools not to pay for the textbooks because the government was meeting the cost. The minister revealed the 13 suppliers are distributing the final batch of S1 and S2 textbooks, making a total of the target 8.6 million copies for 19 subjects at a cost of 30.7 billion shillings. In Nsinjiro district, police have arrested Alex Tumwebaze for biting off a middle finger on the right hand of Daphne Chosabire, who runs a retail shop at Shigando Cell, Katojo Parish in Ruyanga Sub-County. According to reports from Ruyanga Police, on Tuesday, a quarrel broke out between the two. After failing to agree on the remaining balance Tumwebaze was to pay after buying some items from Chosabire's shop. Eyewitnesses say that Tumwebaze wanted a balance of 2,000 shillings, which Joe Sabiri disputed, leading into a fight where her finger was bitten off. Police has warned the community to avoid violent means of solving conflicts. The mayor of Mpigi Town Council, David Mutebi, has commended government for funding the installation of solar-powered road lights in various parts of Mpigi Town. He said the lights will help to curb crimes fueled by darkness in highly populated areas. Mutebi made the remarks on Tuesday at Boza Ward while launching the lights. He further explained the first phase of the project will benefit townships such as Boza, Pambire, Mbale, and later Nawona, Kalagala, Lungala, among others, during the second phase. Mpigi female councillor Harriet Nevakoza rallied locals to keep vigilant to protect the road lights from thieves. And across borders, German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius has said the country is looking to pull its soldiers out of Mali faster, though still in an ordered manner, in light of the planned end of a United Nations peacekeeping mission on June 30th. For us, this means that we'll try to get out even faster, to get out of Mali, but in an orderly way, he said on Wednesday. Germany, which has deployed some 1,000 soldiers in Mali, is already withdrawing them and aims to wind up by May 2024. UN Multidimensional Integrated Stabilization Mission in Mali was established in 2013 to support foreign and local troops battling armed groups. But in recent months, there have been repeated instances of friction between the Malian military government and the mission. This brings us to the end of the 9 p.m. news. Have a blessed evening.